Welcome back, accounting boffins. Guys, we're busy with budgets. Our emphasis is the debtors collection schedule. We've looked at all the detail before we arrive at a situation now where we're actually going to sell to our customers on credit. Okay, so this is what we have. We have a table which indicates to us the name of the business and the credit sales. Be extremely wary of this when you are doing questions, whether it be for class purposes, exam purposes, revision purposes. The debtors collection schedule is totally dependent on credit sales. So, if you are given total sales, then make sure you convert or you calculate the component of that sale which is on credit. In this particular example, we are given the credit sale, so there's nothing to change because that is what you need to draw up your debtors collection schedule. Right, what do we know? We know that the months that we are working with will be July, August, September, October, and November, right? You are also told that those were actual sales for July and August, and obviously your budgeted would be for September, October, and November. So what is important is to read the information and make sure you understand what is being required. Now, how are my debtors paying their debt? How are they settling their debt? Watch. They settle the accounts as follows. 50% during the month of sales, that means in the transaction month. So an example of that would be, if you sold goods on credit in August, then you expect, now this is where the challenge comes in. Based on this question here, you expect 50% of the August credit sales to be paid in August. They're telling you that. 50% during the month of sale, normally the transaction month. Then you expect 30% of your debtors to pay the month following the month of sale. So if you sold in August, 50% will pay you in August, 30% will pay you in September. Can you see? 30% during the month following the month of sale. It means 1 month after the sale month. So clearly you can see. Again, keep focused. August is when we sold on credit. 50% will pay us in August. 30% will pay us in September. Right? So you can clearly see the flow of information. Okay, guys, so let's just look at this and see at what point are we. We said that in August, we had 50% of our debtors settling, right? Then we said September was the 30% that of our debtors were settling their accounts. So 50% in the month of sale, as you can see, August, 50%. September was the 30%. They're settling in September. Now we come to the third month, which is October, right? And 18% of your debtors will settle during the second month after the sale month. That means 2 months after the sale, which is your 60 days. So clearly you can see the 18% is now in the month of October. So we sold the goods in August. The credit sale took place in August. Let's make sure we understand this. The credit sale took place in August. Right. 50% will pay you in August. So there's my 50%. Then we went to the next month. We said 30% will pay after 1 month. That means in September, you expect 30% of those debtors, the August debtors. Keep that in mind. The August debtors, right? 30% will pay you in September, and 18% will pay you in October. Clearly you can see that. Right, and you are also told that 2% is irrecoverable. That means you expect 2% of your August debtors not to pay you at all. Right. In other words, you're expecting to receive 98% of your August credit sale. Do we get the 98%? Let's check. 50 plus 30 is 80, plus the 18 will give you 98%. Obviously, you are told, or the expectation is that 2% will not pay you at all, and those will be your irrecoverable or your bad debts. Okay. Now, what is required of us? Based on that information, we are required to calculate the expected collections from debtors during the budgeted months of September, October, and November. So you're drawing up a budgeted period for September, October, and November. But now, once again, what I want you to see is that you do not only focus on September, October, and November. Why not? Because, let me just show you the previous slide, just to make you aware of what we are saying. If you sold goods on credit in July, how will your customers pay you? Some will pay in July, 50%. Some will pay in August, 30%. Some will pay you in September, the 18%. Can you see? So your July credit sale is going to impact on September, which is in your budget period, September, October, and November. Clearly, you must be able to see this. And that is why it's important that when you're drawing up your table, to ensure that you make or you cater for all the months that will impact on your budget period. Your budget period is definitely September, October, November, without doubt. But it's in terms of what will impact on the budget, it's not only September, October, and November, but there are other months that will also impact on your budget period. For example, look at August. Will August impact on my budget? Yes. How? Some will pay me in August, the 50%. The 30% that will pay me in September is going to impact on my budget period. The 18% that will pay me in October is going to impact on my budget period. So clearly you can see that you need all the months that will let's just, as an example, let's take June, right? Will June impact on my budget period? Let's check it out. If I sold in June, some will pay me in June, 50%. Some will pay me in July, 30%. Some will pay me in August, 18%. Right? And obviously I wrote off the other bad debt at the end of that. So my June's credit sale does not impact on my budget period, because June will be June, July, and August. But my budget period is only September, October, and November. So, very important, when you are drawing up a debtors collection schedule, is to firstly identify, 1, the credit sale, 2, the budget period, which is September, October, November, and 3, which months will impact on my budget period. So clearly you can see that a debtors collection schedule has to take into consideration all the months that would impact depending on the period of the budget. Okay, guys, now I'm sure you can't wait to do an actual debtors collection schedule. But let's not be hasty. Let's take a quick break, and when you come back, then we'll do an actual example based on the information that we have, and you'll see how we actually draw up a debtors collection schedule. Take a quick break. See you in a jiffy.